I borrowed 15,000 pesos so I can invest it into 3 types of investments. Number 1, first investment, nagbibigay ng 12% interest per year. Investment number 2 naman is nagbibigay ng 5% interest per year tapos may potential for capital appreciation. And investment number 3, nagbibigay ng 7% interest per year at the same time, meron ding capital appreciation. So kaya in this video, sasagutin natin yung question na, is it worth it ba to borrow money so that you can invest it in different types of investments? So I've been getting a lot of question, is it okay to borrow money so you can invest? Well, yung obvious answer na to is hindi, di ba? Pero syempre, some of us curious tayo and then some of us medyo matigas talaga yung ulo. So here's the deal. Ako na yung gagawa niyan for you. So I'll be doing that experiment for you so that hindi ka na malugi. Kaya here's the plan. So yung goal ko is that I'm gonna borrow 15,000 peso tapos I'm gonna divide it into 3. So yung 5,000 will go to investment 1, 5,000 go to investment 2, and 5,000 goes to investment number 3. And yung goal natin is that hopefully kikita tayo sa 3 types of investments na ito. So yung next question is, where do we borrow money? So in my previous experiment, I actually borrowed into mga different platforms sa tulad ng Maya, tulad ng GCash, Shopee, CIMB, and Union Bank. So if you're interested ano yung results nun, you can check out yung video, top right of this video, you can check out yung full video na yun. But basically, to cut the long story short, yung pinaka-lowest na interest na nakita natin is Union Bank at 3% for the next 3 months. So meaning, siya yung pinakamaliit na interest. So I'm gonna borrow. So yung plan is I'm gonna borrow money in Union Bank. So basically, yan yung ginawa ko. Ay pumunta ako sa Union Bank credit card account ko in my mobile app. Tapos I press itong Get Cash. And then makikita natin, ito yung tinatawag na Easy Cash from my credit limit. So what I did is yun, I borrowed 15,000 pesos and as you can see, kailangan kong bayaran is 5,150. So yan yung interest, 150 in 3 months. So in the next 3 months, 150 per month. So basically, ayun, very fast. I use my credit card mobile app and by the way, ito din, hindi ko pala na-notice na meron palang processing fee, 350 pesos. 350 pesos. Kaya i-add natin yan sa target goal natin na dapat natin kitain. So, i-add natin yan, 350. So, basically, 5,000 in the next 3 months, tapos 150 yung interest plus yung processing fee. So, ayun, I borrowed it using my mobile app and boom, na-approve naman kaagad. And then, as you can see dito, 15,000 we borrowed. Monthly payments is 5,150 times 3. Tapos may processing fee na 350. Total amount is 15,800 pesos. So yung goal natin is that 15,800 divide natin by 3. At least yung goal natin is that we should earn more than 5,267 per investment. So yung investment 1, investment 2, investment 3 should earn more than 5,267 para kikita tayo para yung 15,000 natin na investment plus the interest, we can earn more from that. Tapos yung experiment natin starts at April 1. So yung goal natin in the next 30 days, dapat mabawi na siya or we should earn more. So after 30 days, after 1 month, so April 1 tayo nag-start. After May 1 or at least around May, check natin yung results. So yung first investment natin is digital bank and very timing kasi merong promo si CIMB kung saan you can earn up to 12% interest per year if you put your money dun sa CIMB. Kaya yan exactly yung ginawa ko. So I put yung 5,000 peso dun sa CIMB account ko. And if you notice dito, meron palang 96 peso kasi may konting balance siya. So I should have removed yung konting balance para very accurate. But anyway, konti lang naman siya. But basically, ayun, 5,000 peso, I put it in my CIMB account and we hope na kikita ng 12% interest per year. However, based dun sa terms and conditions nila, makikita mo na yung ADB mo, okay, is if yung ADB mo is 5,000 pesos, so you can earn 3% base plus 1% plus 2%, so more or less 6% interest per annum lang yung maximum na pwede kong kitain. Kasi para kikita ka ng 12% interest per annum, dapat 50,000 yung nakalagay dun sa yung ADB mo sa CIMB. Kaya yung maximum na pwede natin kitain is 6% per annum at ADB of 5,000 pesos. Tapos yung ideal computation, 5,000 times 6% divide by 12 months, at least kikita tayo ng 25 pesos interest, gross interest. Yan. So, may deduction pa yan. So, yung target natin is 5,267. Yung ideal computation natin is interest 25 peso. Yung gross interest, capital natin is 5,000. Yung ideal na total natin is 5,025 pesos. Sa computation pa lang, klarong-klaro na, naluging tayo, di ba? Pero again, we wanna test this experiment. Kaya yun, we wanna check agano yung actual na interest na kikitain natin by putting our money in digital bank. Yung second investment naman natin is investing in a dividend stock. Kaya maghahanap tayo ng isang dividend stock na maganda yung performance at the same time magbibigay ng magandang dividends. Kaya that's exactly what we did. We funded yung 5,000 pesos natin in our Dragonfly account and naghanap tayo ng dividend stock. And so far, yung nakita ko na dividend stock na maganda is yung DMC. And nakikita ko na magbibigay sila ng interest, magbibigay sila ng dividends at April 8. Ito yung payment date, April 24, April 8 yung ex-div date. And na-realize ko na para kikita tayo is that we're gonna do yung tinatawag na dividend capture strategy kung saan mag-i-invest tayo and we hope na mag-increase yung capital and then ibibenta natin at the same time makukuha pa rin natin yung dividends niya. So we did a dividend capture strategy. And if you notice dito, yung dividend capture strategy, every time magde-declare sila ng dividends, example eto, makikita natin na mag-i-increase yung price. Ito naman dividends, nag-increase yung price. Ito naman dividends dito nag-increase, dito naman nag-increase. So yung goal natin is mag-i-increase capital appreciation, ibenta natin, the same time kikita pa rin tayo ng dividends. So yan yung goal natin. And that's what we did. So bumili tayo ng DMC worth around 4,600 peso. So basically, yung 5,000 natin, 4,600 binili natin for DMC and then may available cash pa tayo na around 370 peso. So here's the good thing with DMC kasi magbibigay siya 2 times on the same day ng dividend. So meron 0.25 pesos per share and 0.35 pesos per share. Kapag i-compute natin yung ideal computation, so basically yung 5,000 natin nagkaroon tayo ng 400 shares. So ideal computation, 400 shares times 0.25 is 100 peso. 400 shares times ito 0.35 is 140 peso. Yung gross dividends na matatanggap natin is 240 pesos. So, again, yung target natin is 5,267. Yung dividends or yung ideal computation, dividends is 240. Gross dividends yan. Yung capital natin naligay is 5,000 peso. Tapos, yung ideal total nito is, ito, magpa-plus minus to kasi yung capital, pwede siyang mag-increase, may potential na capital appreciation or pwede din siyang mag-decrease kaya plus minus. So yung ideal na kikitain natin is 5,250. So malapit na siya. So may potential na kikita tayo if we put yung 5,000 peso natin dito sa dividend stock. Kaya after 1 month, i-check natin magkano yung actual na dividends and yung capital natin by investing yung pera natin dito. Tapos yung third investment naman natin is putting our money in cryptocurrency. So yung 5,000 natin, we put it in cryptocurrency. So I use this platform called Crypto.com. So dito ko ilalagay yung 5,000 pesos. And if you notice dito sa platform na to, there are many ways you can earn money dito. So merong crypto earn, staking, DeFi yield, and so on and so forth. Pero yung gagawin natin is maglalagay tayo dito sa staking. So we're gonna put yung money natin and magsi-stake siya. Tapos kikita tayo ng staking rewards. As you can see dito, different cryptocurrency, tapos ito yung staking rewards niya. So, however, we wanna put our money in a stable or at least isa sa mga top cryptocurrencies and which is Solana. So, I'm gonna put my money in Solana and we hope na mag-increase yung value niya. At the same time, kikita tayo ng good returns. Kaya that's exactly what we did. So, I bought 0.61 Solana. So, yung value nito is $77. And then using my credit card, yung 5,000 pesos. So instead na 5,000 yung na-spend, 4,738 lang yung na-spend. So meron pa tayong cash na 261 from our 5,000 na cash. So if you notice ito, yung ending balance is 288. So basically baka yung debit card ko. By the way, yung ginamit ko pala dito is debit card, hindi credit card. So debit card, baka may konting laman siya kaya 288 dito. But basically, 5,000 minus 4,700, meron tayong 261 na cash. And then, based dito din, if you notice, ito yung na-spend natin from our 5,000 na capital, 4,700. But, based dito, yung $77 na value, i-compute natin yan. So, meaning, yung value na lang niya is 4,449 pesos. So, pagbili ko pa lang ng Solana using Crypto.com and using my Union Bank debit card, lugi na ako. So like 4,449 yung value minus ito yung na-spend ko, lugi na ako ng negative 289.28 peso. So ayan, sa mga fees pa lang, sa mga conversion, sa spread, basically lugi na ako. However, ayun nga, compute pa rin natin. So may Solana na tayo. So what we're gonna do is punta tayo ulit sa crypto.com. I put it in my staking dito. And as you can see dito, ito yung total na Solana ko. So yung activation niya is April 4 pa. So I bought April 1. And then yung first reward matatanggap natin April 7. And then ayun nga, pending na, nakastake na si Solana natin in our crypto.com mobile app. So good thing lang yung Solana, based dun sa chart when we got started, yung value niya is medyo, ayun nga, parang nasa support line siya. So, potential talaga na mag-increase yung value niya. Kasi again, nasa support line yung price niya. So, ito yung support line. So, potential siya na mag-increase yung value. So, in terms of like, yung capital natin, so again, target natin 5,267. Yung rewards is unknown. And then yung capital natin, again, may potential na mag-go up. Kasi again, nasa support line siya, potential na mag-go up siya. Or, we don't know the cryptocurrency market, pwede din mag-go down. Kaya we need to know ano yung actual values nila. 1 month after. So, ito na yung results. Anyone, excited na ba kayo? Excited na ba kayo malaman magkano yung kinita natin after 1 month using this experiment? So, again, context, yung experiment natin, 15,000, we borrowed money and we put it into 3 different types of investments. And yung goal natin is kikita tayo. The question is, kumita nga ba tayo? So, ito na yung results after 1 month. So, for first investment natin is digital bank. So, we put 5,000 peso in CIMB. Tapos, 6% interest per annum yung potential na kikitain natin. So, ayun nga. Here's the first interest. Kumita tayo ng 8.5 pesos in interest. Pero, this is May 1 kasi yung setup kasi ni CIMB, yung first base interest, May 1 siya. Pero, after in the middle of the month, dun na papasok yung mga additional na promo interest nila. Kaya, May 21, actually, kumita ka ako ng additional 1.7 pesos. 1 peso and 70 cents yung kinita ko. And to double check if bakit ganito lang kaliit lang kinita ko na yung average daily balance ko naman is naman is around 5,000 peso naman, which is eligible talaga ako dun sa 6% per annum. Pero again, I don't wanna compute it anymore, but basically yan yung total na kinita ko. And then ito din pala kasi yung base computation natin is 25 peso gross pala yun. And if you notice ito may withholding tax pa, sayang no, may 2 peso na withholding tax. Okay. Kaya basically, yun nga, yung ideal natin is 5,025 peso, pero yung kinita natin na actual is, interest is 10.2, 10 peso and 2 cents, 20 cents, and then yung capital is 5,000, total na kinita natin is 5,010 pesos in the digital bank. So, sobrang layo sa target goal natin na 5,267. So, luging-lugi tayo, putting my money in digital bank. Next naman is, second investment natin is dividend stock. So, we invested in DMC. So, yeah, kumita naman tayo ng dividend. So, dito, kumita tayo ng 90 peso dividend. 2 times nagbigay ng dividends, kumita din tayo ng 126 pesos. So, yung total dividends natin is 90 peso plus 126 pesos is 216 pesos in dividends. However, yung DMC, supposedly, we did the dividend capture strategy kung saan mag-increase yung value. But, ayun nga, we bought, feeling ko nasa tipik na yun eh. Tapos, ayun, nag-down siya to 10.60 pesos per share. So, instead na mag-increase yung capital natin, nalugi pa tayo. Anyway, I actually did a separate video kung saan I did the dividend capture strategy. I'll just put a link top right of this video. You can check out yung full details. Ano ba yung steps na ginawa ko by doing the dividend capture strategy. And if it is worth it. And then, spoiler alert, hindi siya worth it. Sobrang na-stress ako. Anyway, so, yung binili natin yung DMC, we spent 4,629. However, when we sold it, kasi nag-down yung value niya, yung total proceeds natin is 4,178 pesos na lang. So, we bought 4,600, we sold 4,100, yung net is negative 459. Good thing may dividends tayo na 216. At least may total earnings tayo na negative 243 peso. But basically, compute natin, target natin is 5,267. Ito yung ideal computation natin. Ideally, sana kikita tayo, pero hindi. Yung actual natin, interest 216. Capital E natin is 4,600 yung when we bought. So, meron pa tayong cash na 370. So, again, 5,000 yung capital natin, di ba? Pero yung pag bumili tayo ng DMC 46 lang, so may cash pa tayo na 370. Pero when we sold yung stock na yun is 4,178 na lang. So, yung total na kinita natin or total, kinita natin is ito, 4,100 plus the cash plus the dividends, 4,764 peso. So, luging-lugi. Compared sa target natin, mas nalugi pa. Mas nag-down pa siya from 5,000 na capital natin. So, we did a lot of mistakes doing the dividend capture strategy. And lastly, for our third investment, cryptocurrency, kumita ba tayo? Well, let's see. So, after 30 days, yung staking natin, I already unstake it. So, ni-remove ko na siya. So, from stake na unstake ko na siya, ito yung total Solana natin. Pero if makikita natin, yung total earnings dito is $0.44. So, convert natin to peso, that's 24.56 pesos yung staking rewards natin. However, yung total value ni Solana is, ito yung what we unstake, diba? So, yung rewards actually, parang compounding siya, automatic na siya pumupunta dun sa total Solana natin. So, dito, if you can see, ito yung total Solana natin, yung value is 91.23 US dollar. So, kapag i-compute natin to peso, 5,091 pesos. So, actually, potential na kumita tayo kasi actually, yung Solana natin, we invested it in dun sa support line. So, nag-increase siya ng konti yung value. Kaya, eto, potential, nakikita tayo. So, parang positive yung results natin investing in crypto. However, ayun nga, from mycrypto.com, I withdraw it papunta dun sa GCash account ko. And if you notice my withdrawal fee, 0.01 Solana. So, instead na 0.6177, yung na-receive ko na lang dito is 0.6077. So, ito yung for fee. So, may fee pa, may conversion pa. So, let's see, magkano na lang yung natira. So, ito, pumasok naman siya sa Gcrypto account ko, sa Gcash account ko. So, ito yung 0.6077. And then, what I did is, I sold it from Solana. I sold it to peso. And, yun nga, your sell order is successful. And yung total na amount na kinita ko is 4,971 peso. So, from all the fees, from all the conversion, ito na lang yung net. The question is, kumita ba tayo investing yung 5,000 natin in cryptocurrency? So, again, ito yung computation natin. Ito yung target, 5,267. Yung rewards unknown, capital natin could go up and down. Kaya, ito yung actual. Yung rewards is 24.56. Yung capital E natin is 4,738. So, ito lang yung, when we bought Solana, ito lang yung na-spend. Meaning, may cash pa tayo na 261.32. When we sold yung Solana from crypto.com, we sold it, we sent it to Gcrypto, and then from Gcrypto, we sold it into Gcash na maging cash siya. So, 4,971. So, etong 4,971 included na dito yung reward. So, meaning, 4,971 plus etong cash, yung total na kinita natin is 5,232.37 peso. So, sobrang lapit para mag-break even tayo. 5,267. Around 30 peso na lang yung kulang, break even sana tayo sa cryptocurrency. But then again, yun nga, pwedeng mag-up, pwedeng din mag-down. So, based dito, lugi pa rin tayo. In conclusion, in summary, CIMB, lugi tayo. Dividend stock, pinaka-nalugi tayo. Cryptocurrency, investing Solana, lugi pa rin tayo. Hindi tayo kumita sa target goal natin na 5,267. Ito yung capital, ito yung target, ito yung results. Hindi tayo kumita in any investment. So, is it worth it ba to borrow money so you can invest? Well, as I said in the first part of this video, hindi. It's never worth it. Hindi worth it na you borrow money, mangutang ka to invest. And yes, you can see putting in the digital bank, so very obvious, konti lang yung interest niya. So, syempre, hindi ka talaga kikita. putting it in dividend capture strategy, dividend stocks. So you borrow money, tapos you put it in dividend stocks. Potential nakikita ka, but as you can see, sobrang stressful kasi the market goes up and down, nag-down yung value. Kumita nga ako ng dividends pero nag-down naman yung capital, so lugi pa din ako. Now, syempre, super risky din yung cryptocurrency. Yes, potential nakikita tayo, especially do sa result natin, malapit tayong mag-break even by putting in Solana. But then again, cryptocurrency, hindi natin alam baka we put it in crypto and then nag-down yung value and then sobrang malulugi ka talaga. So, basically, if you ask me, borrowing money, tapos very stressful, magte-trade ka, mag-check ka ng price, sobrang stressful siya. So, again, borrowing money to invest, for me, it's really a no. And yeah, yung experiment ko, that's just 30 days and probably pwede tayong gumawa ng mga different parameters. Pero if you ask me, okay na yung 30 days to prove para sa akin na hindi talaga siya worth it. But ikaw, if gusto mo pa rin mag-experiment then experiment at your own risk. Anyway, if you ask me, ano ba yung best way talaga to grow my money? So again, I'll still stick with dividend investing. A part of my income, I set aside, I invest regularly in dividend stocks. And if you want to become a successful dividend investor, you can check out this next video kung saan I share dito yung 3 T's to become a successful dividend investor. So if you want to grow your money safely and effectively, then make sure you check out this next video. And I hope to see you there.